Hey, lovely people, we're back once again. I guess I missed you because it's just last week when I posted and I'm posting again, and I feel like, yeah, I'm on a high ride, but I like it. So, dear young people, do you conform or adapt to any situation, to environments, to friendships, to relationships? Mm-hmm. So I'm just going to just question your behavior, by the way, towards different things. And I'm just going to give you my views on adapting and conforming to different things. And you tell me what you actually think. What do you do? And how is it helpful to you? Because I always remind you guys what I say here in the Bible truth. There are different ways of doing life. And for me, how I do life is what I actually share with you from as many books as I read. I love reading books, we all know, so yeah. Every other time when I'm reading books, I'm like, okay, I'm going to share this with my people. I'm going to tell them everything. Yeah. So, do you conform or adapt? Mm-hmm. Let me first give you a quick definition. Okay, how I'll actually define adaptability and conforming. With adaptability, one thing I know about human beings, just by the virtue that we come from the animal kingdom, we adapt easily to different situations, to weather. We adapt somewhere, somewhat. When physiologically, when you get into a hot environment, your body will adjust to accommodate that temperature. When you go into a cold environment, your body will adjust. Mm-hmm. That's adaptability. I think you get the point. Then conformity is when you get in contact with something or a situation and you just become part of it. You become part of it. You change everything about you to become part of it. Okay? Now, this is the thing with conforming. A quick scenario socially, let me just use this one. I think it will make it more clear. What do you do when you get into a friendship? When you have friends, let me say, a group of friends probably, you meet for drinks or what, and then you become tight. Do you start behaving the way they behave? Do you conform to all their norms? Do you accept everything they tell you? Do you mold yourself so they can be accepting of you? Do you put yourself in a position that's acceptable? When you're having conversations with your friends, are you honest about your feelings towards the topic? Are you honest about what you want to say? Or you're going to say what they want to hear? You are conforming. Adaptability. Adaptability involves you reading the situation and understanding, okay, I'm with kind of people, they're a bit hypersensitive, so if I talk about things certain way, they will not actually allow it or they'll feel offended. But I may talk about it in this way because this is how I feel. I'm just going to rephrase to make sure they understand where I'm coming from. Now, that's adaptability. One thing with conformity is a person who conforms to situations, to circumstances, to friendships, to relationships, to anything, as long as you find yourself conforming every other time, you just don't have values and principles. I'm just sorry to break it down to you. That's what I think. I don't know what any other person thinks, but I actually think is your value system has a problem or your principle system has a problem. When you conform to, when you get a new job and you find the work culture there, you conform. Mm-hmm. It's just like this saying of when you go to Rome, act the way the Romans do, eat the way Romans do. I don't know. It's something about Rome, but when you go into a place, you do as they do. You just really go with the flow, you know. Sometimes they call it a vibe. So if I have these my friends who are drunkards, smoking, we are going to do that, all of us. I'm conforming because I want their friendship. If I go into a work environment and I find that people are always hypersensitive, quarreling, screaming, communication is poor, I'm joining the bandwagon. If they scream, I scream back. If I find myself, that is you conforming. That means every other day of your life, you're going to be a different person. You're going to be a totally different person when someone asks you out. Probably, I'm a woman, so I'll just say when someone asks you out because I think that's the way it's supposed to be anyway. Don't come attacking me. That's what I think. Let's big legs are my thoughts, okay? When a guy asks you out and they tell you, you always have those sweet conversations. What's your best color? What's your best food? All those things people do when they are dating that actually bore me. And then the guy is like, but I don't like it when girls do this. I don't like it when a girl, just because I don't know, you want to be involved in a relationship, or you just want to be loved, or you love, you're like, okay, yeah, I don't like that at all. Even if that's exactly you, that's what makes you comfortable. No. The One of the disadvantages with conformity is you find yourself in situations and circumstances you never knew you'd get yourself into. Number two, you get to a point in your life where you don't know who you are. When you're asked, can you describe yourself, you just don't know who you are because you've been 1,000 different persons in the same year, same month, same day, same minute. You've been 1,000 different things. Who are you? Who are you exactly? Number four, number three, you have no pivot in your life. You don't have values. You don't have, because if you have a value system that is tight and principles, you just know, I can't do this, I can't do this. I cannot do this, I can. There are limits to life. There are things you just do away with because you know yourself that much. You set these values and principles for yourself, and you know how far they'll drive you if you even try to go out of your value system. And when you're asked whether you know yourself, if you're a person with a value system, you know. My name is Rose. Yeah, I'm very spiritual. I love my religion. I'm Catholic. I love praying. I can see my rosary. But anyway, I love praying. This certain way. I know myself. I can describe myself because I have tried to maintain the same person from friend to relationship to workplace to. I am that person. I'm just who I am. And it's either you take it or leave it. It doesn't necessarily mean that I am rigid, that in any case I got feedback from someone, I wouldn't change. No, you can change your behavior, modify your behavior, but you cannot always be tampering with your value and principle system just to fit into an environment. That is the worst thing that can ever happen to you. And by the way, these people are molding you into whatever they want to do. Number four, they manipulate you. They manipulate you into anything because they know you just do anything they tell you. They'll just manipulate you, even at work, even your bosses. If they find out that you are an easy piece to chew, they manipulate you into probably taking on more work or doing things out of your comfort zone just because they know you will do it. You won't stand up for yourself. You're timid. You do not have self-esteem. That's conformity for me. Then adaptability is something I would encourage every young person to have. With adaptability, you have values and principles set for yourself. You know, this is who I am. If I am occupying a space and getting into a room, I am coming as Rose. And when I get there, I'll just work things within Rose that actually fit that particular situation. Like I've been into places where people are like, oh, you're Catholic. How'd you do that? Oh, and then they'll start arguing different things, this and this. And I just know this is not a space for me to argue. I don't even argue about that. And I just say, you know what, you guys, I really don't like talking about my religion. I'm just Catholic. I am not ahead of the laity. I literally am just comfortable. This is the faith that works for me. Whatever works for you, works for you. We can actually mingle, talk. We can be friends. I don't mind you wherever you're coming from. I'm comfortable with you and I'm accepting of all your opinions about life. I just won't go with them. It's that simple. That's adaptability. You carry yourself into a room and occupy the space that is meant for you. And with adaptability comes with the fact that you understand that there are things that are not meant for you. That girl is not meant for you. That man is not meant for you. That job, however much they've given you a sweetened offer and all those things, but what's going to take place is going to damage you. It's not meant for you. Learn to understand when things are not meant for you. It is the wisest thing any young person can have. We have, when you're younger, we have this energy and rush over, I don't know, you just feel like I can occupy any space at this time. Every opportunity, I have to grab it. I have to do something with it. You don't have to. They lie to you. You do not have to. There are things that are not meant for you. And the earlier you accept that simple fact that there's some things that are not meant for you, you will understand. You won't go down the highway just in the name of probably keeping a friendship, relationship, or a job. No, you will learn to walk away from things that are not meant for you, just to keep your peace of mind and also to keep yourself sane. Because in this world where sanity has become a very expensive commodity. So if you can protect your sanity, please do it with all your might. Because everywhere you look, there is someone saying something, their opinions here, this is wrong, this is right, this is... this is a time in your life where you have to set your value system straight, your principles straight, and stick to them for as long as they work for you and they make you feel comfortable, happy, and having a healthy life. Stick to them. When you get into a new job environment, you find that people are always screaming or they just don't know how to communicate. Communicate as you should. Talk as you should. If you find yourself in a cocoon of people and you feel like this is just not my space, walk away. Sometimes there are things you can't adapt to and you can only conform to. If you find yourself conforming, it's just a sign. It's just the heavens, it's just the earth telling you. The earth, did I just say earth? It's just the earth. Okay, it's the universe trying to tell you walk away. It's not meant for you. Keep your sanity, have a value system, have principles. For any situation, adapt, do not conform. Have the originality, have that you, the real you, present in every situation, because it saves you a multitude of trouble when you just yourself. It just saves you a multitude of trouble. I don't know how much I emphasize this. Be yourself, and being your true self means adapting to different things, not conforming. Thank you so much. And remember, these are my thoughts. These are my thoughts. They are not the Bible truth. They were actually even zero. I don't know. If you've loved listening to me, subscribe, share the video with your friends so they know. I can also get cool views. Banange. Support our sister. Okay, see